from back. Which kind money we never see before. Cause hello me, got me feeling I'm the one. I never take my cake away. You can't count my grace. I just did my lane.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ewenam. If you are new here, you're welcome. And yeah, today we are going to red clay. It's an interesting, I don't want to search about it and get any idea. I want to go and see it and then like see what is there, not see it online before going. So yeah, I've not done any research or anything. It's just going to be a surprise, right? Yeah, so I'm all dressed up and so let's go. We are at red clay. You start from here where the AdSense star is, then you go down here and then come out here. Yeah, so let's just do the whole explore. I'm so surprised that we have something like this here in Tamale. Yeah, I can take video, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is the inside.
Yeah, we added these tag numbers. So normally, if you watch closely, they wrote QC and different numbers on them. So the QC represents quality control. So the Ghana Cocoa Board kind of tag their juice sacks containing cocoa beans. So when they get to the pot, this will help in the easy identification of the goods that is carrying and the number of cocoa sacks containing cocoa. So with this work, it represents labor and also it celebrates or it tells us how the women or traders in general put in hard work, hard labor just to earn a living. Most of them moving all the way from their villages to the capital, trying to make ends meet. He had the opportunity to make some of these boxes in that factory, which is called Gihok, which was founded by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So during his time of presidency, there were a lot of unemployment. So he came with the idea of those factories to reduce unemployment. So he just had the opportunity to make some of these boxes in there because when Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown, most of the warehouses were kind of not in use anymore. So it was abandoned.
So he collected all of that?
Yeah, like he had the opportunity to use the space. For example, here's a paint factory. Then they are not using this space. Then you come and say, oh, I'm into clothing. I want to set up some machines here and start to sew. And they say, oh, you can use this space. So they do the same way.
Okay, thank you. This is a new one, 25th of April, 2023, almost a year.
It's titled Capital Corpses. So the capital can be related to money, economy, number of machines collected. So with this machines, he refers to them as corpses because they are dead, they have lost vital parts of them and they are arrested. So with these machines, he organized scrap dealers. They went around collecting them. So they collected about 2,000 of them. So here we are using about 180. So due to their rustiness, they generate unique sounds. So he compares those sounds to the sounds of the trains, beats of music, and then the zombie movies, the kind of soundtracks that they could use. So with these boxes, he collected them from schools in Kumasi, where he made new ones for the students. The blackboards from the villages, where he bought marker boards for them. So at that period, this was what they were being taught in the classroom space. So he decided to kind of leave them on the boards there. So with this work, he's portraying the kind of educational system that we have in Ghana here. The formal education and the informal, and also industrialization. How the world has evolved, machines are made to make work much easier and faster. So let me demonstrate this work. I get to hear the sound. So this way.
Here we go. I'm your flight attendant for today. Russian Airline.
So this one is an Antonov model for the Second World War. You can sit there, but don't move the steering. It's model for the Second World War by the Russians. By a certain Polish tourist bought it and customized it to a private jet. So he flew it for over 20 countries. When he brought to Ghana, the flight, they were like his own and all that. So they gave him short period, like 6-month period. So after that period, he couldn't fly it anymore. So it was grounded at the airport for almost 20 years. Wow. So later on, the artist approached him and bought it from him. So that's how come it's here.
That should come.
Yeah. This is so cool. Okay, so we are going. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So in here we keep archives. So here we have this turbine engine. So this engine was donated by John Mahama's brother, Ibrahim Mahama, to the artist Ibrahim Mahama. So they met in Accra. He decided to donate some spare parts of his private jet to the institution. Here too, we have the beam balance, which they use to kind of weigh ornaments. I have the ORA game, which happens to be the old version one, which comes in the form of 5 holes, whilst the current ones are 6. A mini stove, a fire torch, the old version of the telephone, hand-test lamp, the headlight of a train over here.
Okay.
And these are some briefcases, so if you were to travel, keep your belongings in this.
Okay.
Here we have the military hat for the Second World War. Other training camps. You can hold it and see how it is.
Okay, it's heavy.
Yeah. So it's iron, made by the Germans. Over here we have the train sleepers. So with these ones, they are over 200 years, 2 centuries. They were used by the Germans to make the railway lines in Sekondi Takrady. So they had a special way of treating them, which prevents insects and other termites from feeding on them. And these are miner's lamp, the old version of the lanterns. So they used to pump it to generate light. And then these ones are replicas of screws. And so he uses materials that they use in roofing the space to create these replicas. And this is the shock absorber of a train. It absorbs the pressure anytime the train moves out of the line. This particular one here is a mask. So these masks were designed and worn by hunters. So they wear them and then they wear the costume of the bird. So when they approach it, it's written that as their colleague. So they were using that technique to get closer to the birds to hunt them. So mostly they were hunting in pairs. So one will be hiding elsewhere to pull the trigger, whilst the other one will be making the bird so that the bird attention will be on that person. So that was what was happening. So this space is called Parliament of Ghosts. Parliament of Ghosts. So the Parliament, so the ghost here is more like a thought. So it's an artwork that he did in Manchester. He did different places. He did one recently in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So he uses the same concept to create this space. So it's more like a conference hall where people sit around to have lectures, talks, discussions, and play, watch movies also. And this one here is an artwork on its own. It's titled Beds of Dreams. So they are old school bunk beds, which he collected from schools. So normally school bunk beds, when they are no more in use, either they burn them as firewood or throw them away. So he decided to kind of convert them into shelves. Also converted these cement bags into hats. So now these hats are made and worn by masons to carry mortar. So here he's celebrating the labor works, which happens here with this ones here.
So do they use it or is this here for this?
It's here as an artwork.
Okay, alright.
And these are some animal skins. That's the antelope skin here. And we also have the sheep here. All the way from Sekendi Takrali. So that was the trains that the Germans brought into the Gold Coast. So at the time that they were bringing them, that was the time Germany was split. So these ones are from Eastern Germany. So we used about 1 week in transporting them to this place. So over here, here they are to convert them into accommodation spaces like a guest house.
Oh, okay.
Where individuals could come and lodge in and stay for some time.
Wow, wow, that's amazing.
Metal.
Yay. This is a train that's going to be a guest house very soon. Yeah. It's looking more like in Ukraine, the third class train also. Yeah. I've done a video of that, the third class train, the second class train, yeah. But they can do this as first class since it's having a bedroom and all of that. You guys should come here, you really enjoy it. What men can do, women can do better. Yeah. It's hot. Yeah, I made it.